Good evening, everyone. Let me quickly get things up and running. Right, let's get into things. There we go, Call of Dragons, here we are, guys. Welcome. We are finally on. Just gonna have a quick look what I need to do. Just need to do some checking, guys. Oh, no. So what's this mail saying? Also, is there? Have a look there. Right, we're in Call of Dragons. What's the agenda, you're probably wondering? Well, pretty simple. We've got the COD, well, I said COD pod, we've got the Scout Report podcast coming up pretty shortly. And then afterwards, what we're gonna do is do some hunting. So we are gonna go and do some basic stuff. So right, so what do we need to do? That's a really good question. So I need to claim all my stuff. We haven't logged in. Technically, afterwards, we need to do all of our daily stuff as well. I'm just making sure there's nothing after this tail we need to do. And then we'll probably go hunting, guys, for the night rock. Once we go and grab some night rocks, hopefully we find a good one to work on. Since we've got our good base form, so like now we can start working on a better version of it, basically. That's the plan. So then, after that, who knows what we do, guys, who knows, we'll figure it out. So let's skip through. How you guys doing? You all good? We all good? What did we do wrong? We didn't do nothing wrong, Frigga. Right, so looking if we have to do anything there. Nice! One of the viewers in chat caught another Night Rock. Nice to see. How are you all doing though? Are you all good? I'm trying to debate what to do right now. I don't want to go hunting. There's one right next to me though. Should we just capture this one right next to us while we wait? Let's do that. Who knows? It might be the hidden one that we've been waiting on. Capture this. There we go. Let's claim all of our daily shenanigans, since our pets like to make a good mess. And we caught another Night Rock, but it's not the one we want. Oh, we got the skill though. Nice. Incredible. We'll take that. We'll take the skill. I'm trying to click this. I'm debating to buy the CP. I want to get VIP 30, I'm not even lying. Just me. The lucky spin, guys. What we're going to get on the lucky spin? Our free spin for Kanara. 2 legendary medals, we'll take it. We'll take it. So let's claim all our chests for the day, because we haven't done that yet either. There we go, got the stream all up and ready though. Are you guys ready for the podcast though? If you are, hit the thumbs up. Let me know you all are alive and watching. Got all these chests. I need to thank Daddy, Sirius Black, the Nuns, White Rabbit, Lord Coward. Thank you, thank you. We've got more from White Rabbit and then a load from Anonymous. The infamous Anonymous. And again, the infamous Alliance member. But then Solar Chan, thank you very much, my dude. Gandalf, Venom, Chimera, Tier, when is it? That's Coffee. Venom again, the one and only Alliance member, thank you very much. Got all of them. I like how they've done this. It's a better, it is a good feature. The fact that you can still see who got you with the chests and that, and don't get me wrong, you can click, but I like doing it this way. It gives you a little bit more appreciation. Venom again, coming in big. 2B in the air. TA Lady Ma. I meant the last 8. Here we go. Nice and easy. So we have claimed all our chests. We're gonna kill this for the dust. And then hopefully then you guys won't be mad that my CPE is full. I know what you like guys are like. I know. Don't worry, we'll kill it. Instead of 24. Right, so we've nicely done that. I'm gonna kill this 24 as well. Why? Because I do want to level up my new night rook, right? So we do want to level up our pet. It's only level 29 at the moment. But we still have those base attributes that we need to work on. So hopefully later on, maybe in a couple more days, we can save up some regen pots and go to town on it again. Look at everyone. Hello, YouTube. Alright, so let's send these home. Sweet. So the real question is, chat, are you ready for the podcast? Are you ready for it? The scout report, as the title says, that's how we're going to open things up. So if people miss it, you can basically come back and re-watch it at the beginning, and then we'll do some Call of Dragon stuff after. And then once we've done all of that, who knows? We might do some Era of Conquest after that, who knows? But we're going to shift into it. We're going to shift into the podcast. So, as you can see, we have a special guest already. If you don't know, this is Meliodas from Server 203. He's one of the biggest supporters in the channel. If you don't know who he is, he was one of the guys that was really nice enough to donate us money in order to awaken that Lilia. So we have awakened Lilia for our account now, and we can use her for different things. If you're always wondering if she's worth it or not, we can tell you, because our good friend here that's going to be on the podcast donated for it. So what we're going to do is change up the music. There we go, something nice, a little bit more relaxed. Hopefully that is a nice... I need to actually turn this up. Hold on. Here we go, guys. I think that might be a perfect volume. I'm going to have to see, obviously, when we phone the big man up. So what we're going to do is phone him up, and I'm just going to have to do some quick camera magic to obviously pop the big man into frame across here, where we've made a nice little quick banner for him so you guys know the details, since you guys ask a lot of the details while we are obviously making these podcasts. So let's give him a phone call. There we go. How you doing, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
There we go. I hope, right, can everyone in chat, can you hear Meliodas all right? Let me know if you speak anytime.
Can you hear me now? Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Yeah, perfect. They can hear you. So,
Shout out to Server 203, Havoc Unleashed, our friendly rivals, the Immortals. Hopefully they're all listening to us.
let me know. I got that right. Boom. So now, if you speak again, I should have everything set up right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. As audio-wise, it's more for the visual. So let me just let me make you a little bit bigger.
Sounds good.
There we go, guys. Here we go. So, if you guys are new to the podcast, I'll give you guys a quick introduction before we hit the record button and start this lovely podcast off, because we do record this for generally Saturdays, so you can rewatch it if you missed it on the Saturday anyway. But the whole purpose of this podcast is to get different people on, content creators, players, even from different games that we've had in the past, and basically ask them their, opinions, kind of about Call of Dragons and kind of a gaming style podcast. So, the cool, unique thing is, as you guys can see, it's live, so you guys can obviously put in questions as well in the chat during the whole session, and obviously if we can get one of those questions in that fits the topic nicely, if we haven't technically answered it maybe during the discussion, then we will. So that's pretty much it. That's how it works, guys. I'm gonna hit the record button in a second, and with all of that, I hope you are ready, Meliodas, because I will then do the intro if you're ready, my dude.
Yeah, man.
Sweet, let's do this then. Okay, the topic's ready. There we go. So yeah, guys, this is, I think, episode 4 or 5 of the podcast. We don't really want to keep track on here because this is a longer term project, the Scout Report, the one and only, I think, Call of Dragons podcast that you can find on YouTube, where we try and find guests that are interesting and try and open different topics of conversation that you guys, the viewers, hopefully will find interesting. So today we have a very special guest. We have one of the biggest supporters of the channel. A lot of people will know him in the live chat. And this is Meliodas from S203. How you doing, my dude?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, man, I've had a hectic day, but we are ready to basically crack on with it, as you can imagine. So, a lot of people.
Oh, you and
I was gonna say a lot of people. Pardon?
I said you and me both. Go ahead.
A lot of people would have, are probably might wonder who you are, right? So some people who are rewatching this maybe for the first time might be wondering who is Meliodas. We know he's from server 203 in HVC, but what does that all mean? Do you want to give the viewers a quick background check of yourself?
Sure. I'm Meliodas from server 203. This is my first server in Call of Dragons. I came from Guns of Glory and King of Avalon, where I was also a known name over there for spending entirely too much money. But as long as the game is fun, who cares?
Sorry, I just was known for spending too much as well over there.
Oh, 100%. I could probably buy a small house with the amount of money that I've spent on video games in the past 5 years.
Oh my. So that basically gives you a perspective, guys. We are basically, and this is kind of what I think is a special one for today's podcast, because we're kind of speaking to, a big spender in mobile gaming. So it's a different point of view and perspective to the games as well, how they approach it, how they why they invest into it as well, which we'll go into later down the line when we eventually hit that topic. So I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to it. And again, if you've got any questions, if you are during obviously the live stream of this podcast, just whack them in the chat and we'll try and get them involved. So you played Kings of, was it Avalon?
Yeah, King of Avalon.
So was that like your last game you played, or was it Guns of Glory you played last?
They were both at the same time. So, just like Rise of Kingdoms and Call of Dragons are extremely similar, the way that Guns of Glory and King of Avalon worked is King of Avalon would always have the new updates, the new features. So, for example, imagine like Dragon Trail just got revamped. That would be released in King of Avalon about 3 months before Guns of Glory saw that feature added. So it was a good way to stay in the loop of what was about to happen and prepare yourself for the people that were just ignorant and not knowing that something new is coming.
Okay, interesting. So, what is there any similarities that from playing maybe like Kings of Avalon to maybe Call of Dragons that you've seen, or are they like kind of completely different games in the aspect of just gameplay wise?
So gameplay wise, the only thing that is similar is that they're both castle building games. Aside from that, Call of Dragons is way better. The infield fighting is just a complete game changer. That didn't exist in King of Avalon or Guns of Glory. You literally just saw your march going in line to wherever the attack destination was, and then upon a 3 second delay, which is when that algorithm is deciding all of the turns in the battle and stuff like that, you just get a battle report. You don't actually get any of
No.
the the visuals that you get in Call of Dragons.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I know I used to play something similar back in the day. I think it was called March of Empires. So I think it probably ran on the same battle system on that, and that's one of the reasons I think I went to Rise of Kingdoms. So a lot of people who know me personally before I became like a creator for the YouTubes, they knew me from Rise of Kingdoms. I played Rise of Kingdoms for quite a while, and then it sold me because, like you said, that combat system was so unique. And then Call of Dragons has adopted obviously the same combat systems. It's made by the same game. Is that basically one of the main reasons why you play Call of Dragons, or have you got other reasons why you like it?
So I will say one of the reasons that I invested so much money into this game was the combat system. This is a work of art. This is so much fun compared to the satisfaction and the monetary satisfaction alone of how much I'm spending to how many hours I'm logged in playing. Call of Dragons just it beats all of the games. It's not even a competition.
Yeah, I do. I must agree because I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing different, games as well. Like I've been trying other games. I've tried like Age of Titans, which is a newer one. We've been playing Era of Conquest too. Don't get me wrong, we enjoy Era of Conquest on here. We kind of love the game, but it still isn't the same as playing Call of Dragons or even like Rise of Kingdoms. Like though that gameplay is so smooth, especially when it comes to like the artifacts, right? When you're using the artifacts and you're changing depending like if you've got Viola's bow, which has like that utility input, or if you're using like dragon scale armor to help the front line. Like all these kind of actually you feel the impact when you start using them. And I kind of like the visual of them too. Um, is there other reasons you like Call of Dragons, or is there? I know there's some reasons that I know you'd probably improve, which we'll get to.
So I would say that one of my favorite things about Call of Dragons is it keeps us spenders in check. So in my previous games, if I wanted to drop $10,000 in a single day, I could do that. The packs were there. But in Call of Dragons, I am quite literally limited to how many things I can buy a day, and the packs are, well, there are good packs, and then there are packs that are just not worth the money. So it keeps us spenders and the free-to-play players and the low spenders all within a certain range to where pay-to-win players like myself don't just completely blow everybody out of the water. In Guns of Glory, I've seen it mainly happens when we get invaded by the Koreans because I don't know the exchange rate or whatever's going on over there, but they would come into our server and within 24 hours create new accounts that were just, they beat all of us in a single day. And Call of
Jesus.
Dragons limits that, which I love. It's a little annoying at times when I'm trying to get something new and shiny, but I do appreciate the fact that it keeps me in check and it keeps the free-to-play players and the low spenders able to be competitive.
Yeah. So is there any other mechanics you like which you feel keeps spenders in check when it comes to like Call of Dragons compared to other games?
I think it's mostly just the packs being limited that keeps us in check. But as far as different features that I enjoy, this Forged of Light event, I love it and I hate it. The RNG for these things is just astronomical. There will be times where I will get everything that I want in 4 turns, and then other times I have to spin it 50 times.
Right. See, some people would say, I don't know, would you say the stamina system feels like a crutch to you, or do you feel like especially in season 2 with the runic statues, you get enough stamina back that you feel like it's not an issue anymore?
You know, it's funny that you should mention stamina. And before I start this, I'm gonna give a shout out to our friendly rivals in season 2 right now, which is the Immortal Empire. They have gotten me for the first time to run out of stamina. Before we just entered Zone 4, and we're at this little pass right now to where we're both bottlenecked, and we can only fight in this little cubby corner that we're both stuck at. But this is the first time that I've actually run out of stamina because we have just been going at it for hours now. So the stamina can be it's a little annoying right now that I can't do anything and all I see is fatigued. And I'm not sure why, but season 1 we never ran into this problem. I don't know if we just weren't warring as hard or what. But the Immortal Empire guys, they are very proficient at getting everyone together, and they're baiting all of these fights between us. And it's annoying, but I admire it. They're good. They are worthy rivals, that's for sure.
So, have you got? Obviously, we've talked about your mobile background. Have you played any, like, for example, I played, like World of Warcraft and League of Legends and other games like that. Have you played any other games like that as well in the past where you feel like maybe Call of Dragons has taken certain inspirations from?
I played World of Warcraft about 10 years ago, back when it was, I wouldn't say in its height, but back when it had a larger platform than it does now. Um, I'd say Call of Dragons shares some of the same raid components, but it's hard to compare the two types of games. League of Legends, I love League of Legends, but I'm absolute trash. I get stomped on all the time.
I love it. Yeah, no, because I do get some similarities from it. When we've had other people on in the past, they speak about how they play, for example, 5 ranged like cavalry with the Spring Wardens. They use as much mobility as they can to try and actual kite in and out very similarly to what you would do in League of Legends as like an AD carry, which is really cool. As well as obviously the raids. The raids I always think are the closest thing to, as you can imagine, like a World of Warcraft raid, but way, way, way less intense to what is required of you when you get into those types of situations, right?
Yeah, if you had the same mechanics that some raid bosses in World of Warcraft, it would literally require a server like yours or a server like 32 before the migration to be able to. That almost requires Discord or some form of voice chat just to be able to pull that stuff off. I mean, at the level of behemoths that we're at right now, the Season 2 behemoths are substantially more difficult than Season 1. Season 1, we bulldozed through all of them, and half the time we could just DPS them down without even running through all of the mechanics. But let me tell you, we struggled for the Elite Bear. It was a race between us and the Immortal Empire. And the sheer amount of times that we just had to try that for the very first behemoth in Season 2, it was comical.
That's funny. Yeah, because it is weird. It is weird when we go into, like, I don't know, because I've not had a stamina issue either season. So it sounds like, to be fair, your opponents this season's giving you definitely a more fight, which I love. And I hope as well, because obviously, as we know now, Season 2 Plus is on its way around the corner after we've finished this Season 2 for everyone. I'm hoping, as you can imagine, like they did for Season 1 and Season 1 Plus, that we don't have to obviously de-miss the whole thing again, because that would be really good, because it means someone like myself can actually watch you guys in this fight, because that's the one problem I know a lot of content creators are currently running into the problem with, where we really want to watch you guys fighting in all these different zones, but the fact that we have to keep defogging everything again, it's just such an absolute pain. But talking about,
it would be nice if we had a feature where you could spectate.
yeah, like we was talking about like a spectate feature for like obviously like Roots of War, and it's funny because like I'm sure in Rise of Kingdoms there is a spectate feature. I'm sure you can search other kingdoms in Rise of Kingdoms and look at what their current KVK situation is, and then obviously just spectate and watch it. So it's interesting that they've not allowed that on here. Maybe they're gonna do it after we've completed technically seasons 1, 2, and 3, because that was normally a feature that got added later on in Rise of Kingdoms towards when they made Season of Conquest and all the different Season of Conquest features that you fight into. So I do have obviously hope, because I know how Rise of Kingdoms, that development path was, and obviously Call of Dragons has taken the same approach. So what I was going to lead into was, obviously we know some of, we know what's happened with Season 2 Plus now. Have you got any thoughts to what are some of your favourite changes on Season 2 Plus?
Well, I like the changes that they're making to the artifacts, but I'm taking all of their changes with a grain of salt. I think that Season 2 the map could use a little bit of work. I like that they included all of these checkpoints and stuff like that, but a checkpoint at every single corner, I think that it's a little bit much. They should expand some parts of it to where we can decide, do we want to have this battle in one of these choke point areas where we can stage there and be ready for that kind of fight? Or do we just want to go into an open field and go duke it out? But a lot of these terrain features in the new zones, they just prevent that. So I think that it's a little bit limiting.
Yeah, and I agree. I wish it was weird because a lot of players agreed they didn't want the Zone 1 push feature. But I don't know if they wanted that feature all the way through, because obviously, like, originally I think players wanted it to feel safe so they could obviously experience the season. But now they've run into that problem where majority of players all agree, like, if you can't invade, there's like no real fighting until like the end of the season, which is kind of causing a lot of players to almost fall a bit bored, if you want to say, which is unfortunate about it. So I hope with this, Season 2 Plus, with the new map change, that's the hope, making it so you as an alliance don't feel as restricted. That's one of the biggest things I think a lot of players have all, again, agreed. Just like the map's just too tiny, it's too claustrophobic to build into, especially in the last zone. So is there anything that is there anything in Season 2 Plus though that you didn't like the look of? Is there anything that you was like, I kind of wish they kept this in, or I wish they added something else in instead?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment. What I do hope, and I'll have to go over the Season 2 Plus notes again, because I'm not sure if they addressed this or not. So the main problem that I think that Season 2 had is I lost track of how many days into the season we're at now, but this starting yesterday was when our Zone 4 opened up, and this is the first time that we've actually gotten a fight against our rivals outside of the statues. And the statues, while the event itself is cool, it's very limiting in only being able to use one march and the going and back and forth. So I think that they, and you can tell me if they've already addressed this, I'm not sure, but I think that they need to make it quicker in the season for us to be able to have those all-out wars if that's what we want. I didn't join the game to play Farmville for a month and a half and then have 3 weeks of fun, you know what I mean? So they should absolutely have a safe area for the farmers to play. If that's your play style, I'm not going to knock you. That's what brings you happiness in the game, go for it. But for those of us that play war games to engage in war, they shouldn't make us wait for a month and a half, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that is what a lot of players have asked for, and I hope, I don't know, you know, with this season, they've introduced this new mechanic called like the Mysterious Spire, which is supposed to help launch attacks on your enemies. But we don't know what that means. They've not really showcased the building. We've seen, you know, video footage of it in the new like video Call of Dragons have made, but it didn't showcase how you launched attacks. It just showcased what the building looked like as a visual, which didn't really help anyone, especially when you read the mail, and the mails are a little bit vague too, and people are wondering, is it going to be something that just helps you launch attacks in that zone? Is it going to be something like I Hope, where it lets you launch attacks into the enemy zone, but obviously you can't, you know, like take control of land because obviously you don't have any flags or territory in there, so it makes it just more of an invasion. So obviously with the new pass meta, if you want to say, you know, you can technically lose, but you can still send your farm killers in their zone, for example. At least this Spire might combat that, but apart from that, I don't know. Maybe the new map changes might address it too. This is the one thing which is a bit weird, where the Season 2 Plus patch actually has quite a lot of stuff involved, and they've added more as well, as some players have found in-game that they didn't even mention, right, in the patch notes. And the thing is, it's like they're vague on a lot of stuff, and we're trying to figure out what it means, but they're still not willing to give us just some basic fundamental concepts of how it works, right? So I think sadly we're going to have to wait on the Spire mechanic and how they've changed the map, because I think those two changes, as well as obviously the rally meta being what people say fixed, as well as the hero resets to level 30, all of this is kind of promoting earlier game fighting, so maybe they're allowing the map to fight earlier. Who knows? So yeah. Let me have a quick look. I was going to say, so obviously we know about, and it's kind of been a hot topic in a lot of servers. I don't think it's been in your server during seasons, but obviously we know about as well, like the term coined, you know, the betrayal meta, where a alliance might be on the losing side of a alliance partnership, you know, as a union, for example, and then mid-season they've switched obviously camps and have gone to the winning side and backstabbed your enemy, right? So we know in Season 2 Plus they've addressed that with the Truce Zone and the Resurgence mechanics. Obviously I know you're probably going to say this is a good feature, but I'd like just to hear your thoughts on it, because I know with the Truce Zone I've got my own opinions on it, which I think people might like to hear as well afterwards, but I'd like to hear what you think about the new Truce Zone coming into Call of Dragons.
Sure. So to start with, I'm just going to say I completely disagree with Chisgul. I think that the betrayal meta and all of this stuff, this is a natural part of these games. I don't think that they should limit you being able to resurge to another area and join another alliance. If anything, the impact that you face on resurgence is already astronomical. If you don't do it in the first couple of days, but if you do it halfway through the season, that is a heavy hit for you to come back from. So the penalty is there. And what this comes down to, in my opinion, is, do you like who you're playing with? Sometimes you don't fully know, or you may have disagreements. And if you think of your alliance as a boyfriend or girlfriend, you're going to get into fights. You're not always going to be happy with each other. And there might be greener grass somewhere else. And you should absolutely have that freedom to go to somewhere else that does meet your requirements or meets the things that you're looking for, to be a happy player. Because if you start limiting that and telling me, okay, well, I started in Sclera and I was part of HVC and I cannot go to any alliance outside of my starting zone, well, that right there, I could quit or start in a new server just purely out of unhappiness. And now we're talking about all of that devoted time that I spent building up that account is just a waste. And I think that would be an absolute shame. People should be able to play with whoever they want, and I think that the Resurgence feature is a good and viable option. There is a penalty that goes along with it, so people aren't using it all willy-nilly. There's a cooldown for it. So I think the Call of Dragons did good with their Resurgence feature. So as far as the betrayal meta goes, there are some people that are going to betray you just because they want to be on the winning team. There are other people that are going to betray you because they don't like the way that you're operating the alliance. And that's just the natural order of things. I would say that all of the people in my alliance, Havoc Unleashed, I would like to think that our morale is probably at 80% on any given day. There are so many messages and so many politics that I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and it is just impossible to keep 180 people happy. There is absolutely no way that I am not going to piss somebody off with one of my choices. So what it comes down to is that balancing act. And I treat all of my members with respect, and I'm sure that the majority of my server will tell you that I'm a happy-go-lucky guy and I don't lose my temper or yell at people. But even saying that, I don't blame people. If we've had a few people go, they waited for the pass to open and now they're going over to the other alliance, Immortal Empire. And we've had a couple of their guys come over to us. And everybody's different. Everybody works differently. So I think the betrayal meta is... I don't think that we can attribute what happened to Chisgul's server to everybody. Because let's be real. Server 32 is not a normal server. That is a 1 in 5,000 server. The amount of spenders that they have all in one place right there, that kind of behavior is bound to happen. They're there for a reason. They're cutthroat. They're there to win. So, betrayal meta, in the normal servers, like mine, where we have a few whales, we have a few mid spenders, a few low spenders, and then the majority of people are all free-to-play players. We're not seeing the same type of betrayal that Chisgul has. Right. And that's just, like I said, it's when you play in such a competitive server like they created when they all said, okay, let's go in here gung-ho and have the top 300 players all busting out $10,000 in a week. That is bound to happen. Everybody there is there for a mission. Yeah. So I just don't think that it's fair to correlate a Chisgul server with the normal. I don't know about every server, but I'll say in my server, there really isn't any betrayal meta. And anybody that has jumped ship and gone to the other team, sure, it pissed some people off, and some people are a little bit more vocal than other people, but aside from the, oh, well, you did this, you did that, there's not really that big of an issue with it. It gets fought on for a day, and then it's yesterday's news. So yeah. I just don't see the big betrayal meta being as big as Chisgul is making it out to be.
So basically, what y'all trying to say, and I kind of actually would agree with it, because I had the same kind of way of thinking where I said, in the majority of cases where I would say, if you imagine a kingdom like my kingdom in server 1/2 now, or server 32, server 33, like these big kind of Titan servers, you would see it more often, because obviously, as you said, like there's so many more people spending money. So you're basically suggesting, because there's more money involved, there's more almost potential of it happening, right? Because obviously people don't want their almost like investment to be lost or not worth it, I'm guessing, right? In almost that term. That's the way I was looking at it, because I was saying, like, on a lower level, on most cases, I don't see it that harsh. Not as bad as, like, they got it. Don't get me wrong. I know some servers have been betrayed in the past. And I know some servers, obviously, have vocalized their opinions on being betrayed in the past. But I don't think, though, they've been betrayed as harshly as it's been obviously thrown around YouTube with the server 32 drama that's been covered on like so many different YouTube channels, right, including even my own, right? So it is interesting, because like I think this is the hot topic where I think even in chat people are agreeing, some people are disagreeing, and you can see them like agreeing at certain times and then disagreeing even at certain points. So it's like where I think people have their own opinion on it, where it's just like, I find it the most interesting part. And it's like you said, it is, sadly, it is a war game, and some people might just say it is part of the game. At the end of the day, if they're just thinking about themselves and their own alliance, that's that's their prerogative, right? That's their play style. That's how, if they want to play, that's how they want to play. So interesting. I think that has got everyone fired up,
Yeah,
in chat.
just to add one more thing. I love Chisgul. He's the king of Call of Dragons. Everybody knows this. But just to go into one more part about server 32 pretty much being its own beast. So when in a normal server, when you decide on being allies with somebody, it's generally done over a chat bubble, and it's probably 10 to 20 different sentences, and then bam, all right, we both agreed that we're allies, let's update our boards, blah blah blah. But I don't know if you watched the video, but Chisgul's alliance agreement with the Dragon family initially, that thing looked like a freaking legal document. I mean, the amount of time that he put in to that agreement, I was just like, holy wow. That was intense. So I understand his passion, but like I was saying, that was its own beast. He literally had a legal document. That thing should have been notarized. But yeah.
But that's the thing, though, right? And the thing is, I think a lot of people don't realize, especially, and I would say if you're like with Dragon family or anyone in the future as well, that might be in a division against or with server 32, or should I say now, I think they're in server 53 or 43, I forgot which one they're in, the BD Alliance, because I know they migrated out, and I know Dragon family migrated out since, obviously, all of this that's happened. But I think a lot of people should know by now, Chisgul is the Rise of Kingdom guy, right? He's the one that has been playing Rise of Kingdoms basically since the beginning. He was the biggest content creator from the beginning of it. He was the first one to do it. He grinded his time. He did the work, and obviously he's at the top, right? As you said, he is the king of basically almost like 4X mobile gaming in the genre. So like you said, if you're gonna get into an agreement with them, you should expect this guy's been around long enough that agreement is gonna be solid. So you best make sure you've read that up to the fine print. That's not probably in there.
100%.
Right. So with that, we've obviously, let's talk a bit more about Season 2 Plus, because I think a lot of people would like to hear what's your thoughts on the two new heroes, right? Are you excited about either of them? Are you excited about more than one, more than the other? What's your thoughts on them? Do you want to talk about individually, or I'll let you go. So you got your Skogul and is it Goresh?
So, honestly, I find infantry underwhelming. So, am I going to buy them? Of course, just because I'm a collection type of person, I have to have all of the shiny things. Am I going to invest money or time into them? Absolutely not. Uh, I run 2 mage units, 2 archers, and 1 infantry. Generally, that's my go-to 5 march. But I swap out infantry for my cavalry march on an as-needed basis. But the role of infantry is to just stand there and not die. I don't care about skill damage. I don't care what you're doing. I want you at the front lines to protect the rest of my troops, and I want you to stay alive for as long as possible. And my Madeline Garwood, just there's absolutely no reason or justification for me to stray away from them. So concerning the new heroes, unless they do something astronomical and I see evidence of this, I'm not going to waste my money.
Right. That's
Um, I
interesting.
I think that what they should have done was they should have released mages before infantry, because if you just look at the different numbers, mages are the ones that are lacking. You have Lilia and you have Velen,
Yeah.
and that's it. So all of the other people, you have archers, you have what, four legendaries now. Cavalry, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Infantry, you had 3 legendaries. So the mages are the only ones that are lacking here. You know, I should be able to run all legendary marches, but I'm stuck running Lilia Alwyn and Velen Waldir because the options just aren't there. So now I'm gonna have to wait until season 3 just to really get the march that I'm looking for.
Yeah, it is weird. It's interesting too, though, because I have an opinion on it. I do wish, and I kind of think they've messed up on it though, on the whole season 2 plus, because I honestly thought with the Q&A, discussions that they were hinting out with the new faction, I thought in this season we were gonna get as well, the new faction. So we would see the fact that we can play in season 2 plus this new dwarven faction, meaning we might get a new mage epic, but hopefully we got another legendary, gold key commander for mages. Because the thing is with the whole thing about getting the mage heroes first over the infantry heroes, I know everyone would like that to happen, but you've got to think in the longevity of the game. They have obviously agreed that they're going to be making more factions in Call of Dragons, which means no matter what, at season 1 when you play, you might have 6-7 different factions to play with, meaning there's going to be at least another 4-5 legendary commanders from the beginning to play with, meaning again you should have all of the basic infrastructure, so then when we go into season 2 and season 3 we have that double pairing of the new cavalry and infantry mage, and the cycle what they're in right now. Because the problem what I said was if you introduced the mage heroes first right now, it would be good because obviously the mage players would love it. Mage players would be happy and you get more mage pairings. But the problem would be then when you brought out the infantry heroes afterwards, because if you brought the infantry heroes out afterwards, you already have the mage heroes that should be out to counter them. Most of the time, if you look, like some heroes come out and then the next heroes are generally not better, but they're like can either counter them or they're on as equal power, right, as them. So when you look at the counter table of the 4 different unit types against each other, if you did that, mages are basically going to slap infantry are going to get the new heroes come out, and everyone's basically going to say the infantry heroes are just trash because obviously the mage heroes are out just killing them left, right and center. So I do prefer it this way for the longevity, but I did hope they would have brought some sort of mage hero, because like you said, there is not many pairings out. And even, one step further, you mentioned Lilia, but that's for a spender, right? Imagine anyone else who's a free-to-play player. They don't even have Lilia, so they only get Valen, and then that's it. Maybe Fear, if you want to categorize Fear as well. But so then you've got those two, but then it's all epic commanders. You've got Waldir, Allowane, and Atheus as your only mage heroes that you've got in the game. So interesting take though on the new infantry commanders in the game. Are you excited?
Yeah, so I want to respond to. I agree and disagree with you, and I think that this is an easy fix. So, do I think they should have released mages first? Yes. Do I agree with you that the release of new champions should generally be able to be on par or counter the previous release? I also agree with you here. And to me, this is the easy fix. I knew that the dwarves weren't going to come out this soon because it's just too soon. I imagine that's going to be a season 3 thing. And if we think about the fantasy world, what roles do dwarves normally play? They are usually magic resistant, and they're usually short and stubby and stubborn like rocks. So I think that what they should have done is they should have saved the infantry heroes to be dwarves, and they should have been released with the dwarven faction with some kind of buff that alleviates that natural weakness to that infantry have to magic, and this could be something specific to their race. As being a dwarf, you get a plus 50% magic resistance buff, because that would make sense. Dwarves in pretty much all fantasy and all games and Dungeons of Dragons and everything, the dwarven race usually has some kind of magic resistance. That's a known thing. So I think that they didn't think far enough ahead with this, and it's just a bummer because, like I said, Madeline Garwood, in all different in PvE and PvP, they're just amazing. So, what are these 2 new infantry heroes going to do that my Madeline Garwood can't? Why? What is your justification? How are you going to convince me, the spender, me, the person that is making you money? How are you going to convince me to spend money on this when I already have Madeline Garwood? I just don't see it.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting point, and I agree with you because, and it's funny because the guys in chat as well, they do agree with what you said here, and it does make sense, because that's what I assumed. I thought they might have brought out the dwarven faction, and infantry would have been 2 dwarven commanders, because what I would assume is, they might have been leaking / hinting towards, in the season 2 trailer when you see the current king, right? The current king of the Frost clan of the dwarfs, right? Maybe he would have been one of the infantry commanders, and he would have been, like you said, magic resistant based, and then they would have brought another one out. So I do feel like they pulled the trigger too short on here, and I'm surprised they didn't even just bring out dwarven commanders as guys, it gets you even more hyped. Even if they brought out dwarven infantry heroes right now and didn't bring out the dwarven faction, at least people would be like, okay, it is happening. We are getting the dwarf faction finally in the game, alright? So I'm just seeing if there's anything quickly in the chat. Have you got anything else you want to talk about with Call of Dragons, though?
That's everything that comes to mind. I'm just enjoying watching this giant war go down right now. I'm out of stamina, so I'm down for the count right now until my stamina returns on my primary marches. And yeah, it's funny. So the point in season 2 that we're at right now, we have just now had enough time to be able to get all of our 5 primary matches, the commanders and deputies, all to level 50. I think that I accomplished that the day before Zone 4 opened up. So we all it's like we all have revolvers. As soon as we spend our shot, we're in a waiting game now. I've got 1.2 million troops in the hospital and no stamina to kill the rest of my guys, so now I just gotta have fun and watch the rest of my people go to war without me.
It's funny. It's funny. All right,
Unless I
then.
want to send out some level 1 heroes, but I don't think I'm gonna go for that.
Definitely not. So then, I will let you get off so you can, if there is anything kicking off, you can go back to your leadership duties. We don't want to take you away from your alliance for too long. But I know everyone here in the chat has definitely had a good time here and they've been following along. I don't see any questions at the moment for you, unless someone does put one in at the moment. But honestly, man, I want to say it's been a pleasure having you on the Scout Report, and obviously for supporting the channel as much as you've been doing, my friend.
Always good talking to you, man. Everybody out there, like and subscribe.
Thank you very much, dude. And that is it. That's going to be today's podcast on the Scout Report. We have had Meliodas from server 203, the HVC. He's been in war currently while we've been even doing this podcast. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it and basically heard the insights of basically one of the biggest vendors in the game. And, you know, one person that gives you, it's a different point of view, right? Because most players that might be watching this might be free to play or a low spender. So hearing what someone else has to say that's in a different position to you, I think is always going to be interesting for anyone to go back and listen on. So if you want to be part of this Scout Report again, just let you guys know this is done live on the channel. So hit the subscribe button and you will know when we go live for the next Scout Report. We do have another guest coming on, which is going to be fun, and that'll be on the Monday show. But until then, I want to say one last time, thank you very much, Meliodas, for having you here and spending your, time on this podcast, because obviously time is very precious to everyone. So until the next one, guys, I'll catch you later.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Sneaky. I'll see you next time.
And there we go, guys. All done. Let's go into the main stream. There we are. Recorded. All done. Meaning on Saturday, if you want to rewatch that all properly, if you want to rewatch it all, you can. It will be on the podcast area. All I need to do is put my phone on charge before it dies. It's on 10%. So yeah, that has been Meliodas from server 203. You guys wonder who he is? Again, he's been one of the biggest guys on our channel. We've been helping him out as well with builds. He's been watching the channel, loving the content, and obviously he was the one that gave us the big PayPal donation to max out Lilia on our account. So let's do it. We're in game. We've finally done that. We've got stuff to do. We do have things to do. So wondering what we can do? Simple. We have 4 of these warrants to go. We're going to try and capture some more of these night rocks because we have 10 pots. We're not going to spin it at the moment. We're going to save up for another like 200 pots or so. And it's going to allow us to hopefully spin again and get a better pet, which is steroid based. So let me just quickly have a look at this. Alright, so I need to check one thing, chat. Right, let's go. We're gonna start hunting. Hunting pets. That's our next job. Multi-create, boom, get the guys out, hit F, search for the night rocks. And guys, if you got any questions right now in chat, if you want to know about anything to do with Call of Dragons, this is your time. We're going to be in a nice cruise control mode where we are obviously doing our daily routines. I'm just figuring out what I need to do. I love the thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Did you guys enjoy the podcast? Let me as well to change the music up. We've got the nice relaxing music. It's keeping me too relaxed. Let's boot up the proper music. There we go. That should be better, guys. Hopefully. Wake everyone back up. So here we go. We're going to capture this. Hopefully we get a 1-star. What do you reckon? 1-star Night Rockaroonie. We're going to get that bad boy. Get the Ravage 1-star, right? That's what we were looking for right now, basically. If we can get a Ravage 1-star, or obviously if we're lucky and get the 2-star. First in the world, imagine. First in the world, 2-star Night Rock. What would you say? Did you go crazy, chat? I'd go crazy. There we go, chat. It's a green. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, chat. It's hot garbage. Get it out. Get that out of our sight. So let's try again. Another Night Rock. 24. Ooh, level 24. Better odds here on trying to get that again. Let's go to the Dragon Trials because we haven't even claimed our loot. It's actually ticking over a day. Not good, guys. Not good. We're losing out on those nasty trial coins, but that kind of feels cringe to say, guys. I want to say Dragon Glass. Should we all make a pact? If you're a sneaky army, should we keep calling it Dragon Glass just so all the new kids who start coming wondering what the hell we're talking about? Should we do that? Just keep mentioning Dragon Glass, and people are probably wondering, what are they talking about? Dragon Glass? This isn't even in the game. They're trying to find it. And we'll just keep it as like the OGs. Only the OGs that remember the sick name. Dragon Glass. What's that? 24 blue. Trying to think what alliance to join if I have to swap alliances, because if I swap alliances I want it in merits. So I might join... Oh, I'm gonna have to join TM anyway, right? How has everyone been doing though? Have you guys had a good day? I don't know what time it is in your lands, but have you had a good day? Oh yeah, still having a good day? Let me know. Since we are, I'm gonna say guys, we are cruise controlling right now. There's no really fun events on either. I wish there was like a fun event, you know? You've had a great day? That's good. I wish there was just, you know, better. This has come back around. Interesting. Covenantal offerings has come back around, guys. Interesting. Oh, our troops nearly there. Right, level 24 Night Rock. I feel good. I feel lucky about this one. You've got a full-out war in your Era of Conquest. Nice. We will do some Era of Conquest later, just to show it. Just before we finish the stream, I'll show you guys what we've been doing. I'm just gonna let you guys know the server / alliance has definitely been upgraded since last time. We've been getting more slots. We did our first affiliated alliance, so we gained 15 extra spaces, and then unfortunately, I do have to say, and it is an unfortunate, and I wish I could have more people in. Oh, we got another one. Hell yeah, dude. We got another one. It's not a 1-star though. Do we keep it? I don't think we keep it. We do just keep it for the symbol. Streamer luck. Let's go. Let's find another one. We'll get a 1-star one now, right? 1-star Night Rock. HVC in war? Yeah, no, I know. I was seeing the messages in chat and I was literally trying to ignore them, and I think Meliodas wasn't looking at chat, which was good. Because it's one of them where it's like, guys, he knows he's in war. He literally is logged into the game. He just couldn't fight. He's out of stamina, as we kind of like spoke about. You know, we spoke about it in the podcast, like he's out of stamina when we were talking about that section about spenders and stuff. So we knew he was in game watching anyway, but the guys were just going crazy in chat. It was just like, relax guys, he knows. Don't worry, he knows. So it weren't making me smile and giggle a little bit. Let's have a look. Season summary set to begin. You can go to Auguston set view more details. So let's have a look. Auguston. Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? It says I can see it in my Auguston. What? Also, we did do, by the way, I didn't check. Oh, not that many. I need to do some dueling. You don't know? You've been playing Farmville for the past few days? That's how it's been on here. I'm not gonna lie. It's been Farmville on here and just end of season stuff. I just don't have time. I wish I had time to keep farming like people do. It's one of them where I'll send my gatherers out and then I'll forget to send them out again and again and again until like later on. Alright, here we go. Capturing another one. Can we get it? Level 22. See if we get another Ravage. Only gathering and doing forts? Yeah. Bro, we got another one! Oh my god! We got 2? And this one's got Determined Heart on. This game's easy. We got one more to capture. This game's easy. Which one do we get rid of? Should we get rid of one of them? I don't want to get rid of any of them. I just want to kind of tilt people. I want people to be like, I haven't caught any Night Rooks. And I'm like, what do you mean? He is 1, 2, 3 without... he is free. He could have had. We're almost here. Capture. Right. So basically, out of 5, we caught 3. So can this make it 4 for 5? Savage. That'd be savage. Savagery, if that what it is. Imagine if it's the 1-star, guys. Imagine this is the 1-star on a level 21. Imagine. No. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. We'll get rid of that one. We can't have it lucky every time. There we go, though. We are getting them. There we go. Completed the Night Rock Gemarinis. That just means we've caught 10 of them. So bring these back, and then we gotta decide what we're gonna do. Yeah, I know what you mean, dude. Our alliance is multi-language. To be fair, like I have to use the translate all the time. It's a bit confusing when you look at it and then game the thing, if you want to say, the translate. It goes like the language when you see it, so it looks like they've sent a double message when they haven't, and you're like, eh. Yeah, I get that, Dustin. I get you, my dude. The only thing I kind of dislike on AOC is like the names. Like certain people's names are in obviously their language, which is fine, but for some reason for me it won't translate it, or I can't click a button to translate it. So I have no clue when they're in certain symbols what they mean. Because like certain people will say, "Oh, you need to go speak to like Peter," but it's like, who's Peter? Because it's all in. Let's just keep leveling up our Warpex quickly before easy emptying of our CP. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what their new majors are. Definitely. The new majors are going to be very interesting to see what they do. Hopefully it's not just another like generic one like Valen or let's say Lilia. Let's build. A counter-attack mage? That'd go against what mages do though. And I think if they could counter-attack mage, that'd be kind of scary. Maybe. No one's there, look. Yeah, we'll see. I am intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what the new mage heroes, when they bring them out eventually, are gonna be. I am intrigued because that's what's gonna cause, you know. I would like that. A team buff mage. I would like a team buff mage. Team buff mage sounds good. Maybe a mage that just gives you rage generation. Like, actually, like, to other mage units in a certain area. Maybe it just generates rage. You know, like Joan of Arc does in Rise of Kingdoms. Because there's no real big rage generator right now that I'm aware of. Like, super rage generator, you know what I mean? I pressed a button I shouldn't have pressed. And I booted up a program I didn't want to boot up. Whoops. It is, eh? Hey, imagine. Imagine if I guessed right and they made the flying infantry unit is the next one. I would laugh so hard. Problems with the event calendar? Right, so is that my CP empty? Yarp. Yeah, in Rock, most of the commanders are pretty much the same. They just do a little bit different on the utility. So the difference between the commanders in Rock is like, what makes them good is the fact that they deal AoE damage and they have some sort of like debuff attachment to them. So they like shred your HP, defense, make you take more damage, you know, like slow you down, you know. They do a lot of different stuff, so... At least they fixed this as well, because for some reason before, it wasn't recommending me my gathering heroes to record gathering. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't doing this before. For some reason, it was recommending some weird-ass ones, basically. Right, confusion averted. So, the real question is, chat, do you want me to jump on Era of Conquest? Do you want to show you what I've actually been cooking on Era of Conquest? Also, I want to just remind you guys, those, before you jump away, maybe if you are a Call of Dragons viewer, if you want another tip before you disappear, this is the tip. I am going to make a video on it again, just for you guys watching, but it is to do with the lucky wheel, and this is again my biggest tip that a lot of people keep questioning, like, what, you can do this? But yes, when the lucky wheels come around and you don't have a commander you want to work on, for example, maybe the infantry wheel or the cavalry wheel comes around, you don't want the Forendel, you don't want to get anyone, but you're a free-to-play player, you have obviously a bunch of gems that you are going to be using, right? So what can you do? Well, you can still go to the event, which is really good, and go to the event and purchase with gems. So if you go here, you're still going to be able to purchase 5 tickets with these gems. And by doing that, you're going to be stacking up your tickets. And that is how, if you look, I have 50 of these bad boys. And if you're wondering, no, they do not reset. Yes, unfortunately, Luke, you did miss Meliodas, but the beauty of the YouTube live stream is, if you want to, you can just, honestly, just start scrolling back, and then you'll see, you know, the podcast, not even about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, you'll see the podcast, and then just, if you want to go back to the beginning, go back to the beginning, you can watch it there, or Saturday, we will upload the podcast as well with Meliodas, so don't you worry, guys. But yeah, the Goblin Market vouchers, though, here, as you can see, they do not reset. You don't lose these, and they're global. They're basically like, you can use these as a universal currency. So it's a really good tip for you guys. I'm going to do one with the forged artifacts, as well as, again, treaties and sentinel arrows. So I am going to discuss about that. Right, so what we'll do though, let me log in. I need to log in to Era of Conquest. And we'll jump on Era since we have done our pet shenanigans. We've caught another 2 Ravagers, which is funny, for the account. We've got our farming, cooking, we've got our CP empty, we've done the podcast, we have as well been upgraded to rank 3 finally. So tomorrow, if you guys want to, let me know. Do you guys want me to stream this, or do you want me to record it? I'd rather probably record it because I don't get that many viewers for raids. But it is tomorrow at 1 o'clock UTC. So 1 PM UTC. It is the Elite Necro Raid. So I can be jumping in here if you want as the raid tank, basically, or one of the raid tanks. So let me know, let me know, let me know. If you want me to stream it, I will. Otherwise, we'll just record it for some content on the channel. We are now on Era of Conquest. So, if anyone's wondering, remind me, at 1 hour 39, for anyone who jumps in, they can go back and watch the Call of Dragons section. It's the first hour and 40 minutes of the stream. Boom. And here we are. So I've still got some bits to do. I haven't done much on here. The things we've been doing today, mainly on Era of Conquest, is leadership stuff. I've been pretty busy. I've been doing this as well as obviously real life stuff, content creation, you name it. It's been a busy one. But what have we done? We have merged our alliance, meaning in the alliance nearby, we had OIO, which was basically our friends that we were using to merit farm stuff with anyway. But now, they're part of us. So, if you look at the prosperity, we've got some insane power now jumping into all of our alliance, as you can see. When we go into the alliance rankings, we jumped up a lot. We jumped up a lot. If you remember, we were down here. We were actually around just below these guys or above these guys. And now we're all the way up. We're 931k. And NATO here are basically our allies. So 2 and 3, we're allies. We'll have to fight number 1, which is the Thai alliance. So we've been busy. We've got some new summons here too. We have changed our lineup again. I know you guys are probably going to be mad, but we've changed it. We put Queen Sindiok here. The game wants us to put it here, and we're going to level her up. And we've got our same march here. We've got Alex in this march and Tassan here. Meaning, when I unlock Warhol 10 on our buildings, which is the next city hall. So, as soon as we upgrade our city hall, we're going to be able to get our next march. We're going to run a counter-attack march with Caesar. I think that's our aim. So, okay, I'm here. Let's just double check, not in. No, right. So, what do we need to do? Simple. Let me look what let me look at our marches. We return this. We've got our Tassant to 32 as well, meaning we can tier 3. Our next goal is to tier 3 these guys, and obviously tier 3 these. That's what our main goal is. So that's what we can actually start doing. So what we can do is go to our training ground. We can train, we can whack these bad boys in here and send them in. Also, do you know what we did as well, guys? A big W. Our artifact score, we hit it. We hit the big number. So because we got the big number, now we have all of our marches actually has gear score, as you can see. So really good. How do you get other gear for the special troops? So the legendary ones, you earn this through your alliance, this side here. And then I know for the other ones, because I do have some of them, if I could show you somehow. But I do have, as you can see here, look, the tier 3 like war horns. I just can't use it for some reason. I don't know why. So, but yeah, it's from the trader and that. I haven't unlocked it yet. We'll get them soon, don't worry. We'll get them soon. We're almost there at the ending stretch. Obviously to get all of our mechanics, right, unlocked. Let's say that. And we are unlocking more slots as well, guys. This is better now. Every time we unlock this, we're getting 2 more slots, and then later on, we're getting it again. So we are unlocking more and more slots, and like I said, hopefully, our family alliance here, the Rus Alliance, will grow in size over time, and by growing in size, they'll go from a duchy into, like us, a Prince of Palate, which will increase the member cap. So our member cap will go up to plus 20, which would be really good for our alliance, obviously, because it means we can fit more of you guys in. So let's go to the shop. We can start buying this out. So here right now is where you can buy them. So right now you can get this. This is a really good way of getting the tier 2 battering ram set. This is how you unlock it. So this is like the first way you would get some of that gear. Just to show you. So that's how you unlock that gear. This is gonna be our resources. So let's just quickly buy our resources. And our wood. We're not going to buy the rest yet. We're going to make sure we empty out all of our other requirements. So, for example, this. Great. So, if we go here now, relics, we are on 3 out of 10. And being 3 out of 10 means, boys, what we can do is finally finish that quest. We can actually go and kill some of these guys. So we can go and purify some of these 16s, basically. So what we're going to do is go back to the advanced table. We're going to purify. We'll go to here where there's 9. Activate. We're going to send... Oh, we need to wait for our match to get back first. Should I try... I was going to say, should I try the tier 3 assault build? I've never tried it yet for anything really in the game. I'm not free to play here. No, we're not F2P. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, guys, as well. I found it's not a far. I know you guys get like sneaky. You've got a problem, but I found another game, but it's not a Forex City Builder game or all like that. But I might stream it on Sunday or something. I might, because it's strangely addictive, because it's not like, it's just one of those games that you can literally play like 2 or 3 matches within a couple of minutes, and if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But I know you guys will probably like it because it's like an actually fun-looking game to watch compared to this. But here we go. We're going to open 5 bad boys. We didn't get anything. Let's open another 5 bad boys. We didn't get anything apart from Darius the Great. We're going to tap our claim. The real question that I've always kept saying to myself as well, guys, is what epic commanders I actually want to invest into. I am debating to max Herman for my build, because I want to try something like Herman with our boy Caesar, and then someone else, maybe Patcher or Pericles. Do a counter-attack build where you just keep killing yourself and I keep, you know, doing the thing. You switch to Korea to get YSS Awakened? That's actually funny. I actually like that strat. I can't do that, unfortunately. Look. Confirm. 1,000 gems? Oh my god! That's actually cheaper than I thought it were going to be. I'm not going to lie, guys. Claymore of War. Launch 2 physical attacks to a random enemy unit. If the target is taunted, launch 1 additional physical attack. Yo, that's actually good. That's really good if you run... For example, in here, imagine you ran Harold Saladin as well as... Is it Scipio? Is Scipio the one that taunts? I don't think... Does he? No. So I'm going to have to run the boy wonder, Herman. Herman. Imagine. Herman taunts you, reduces your defense, and because you're taunted, he hits you with 3 normal attacks as well. Yeah, you heard right. You heard right. That feels nasty, does it not? So we've got this new King's Consolidation Power of 2, as you guys can see. This is the next event. We hit, obviously, the Principality stuff. All of this stuff we've come and claimed anyway. So now we just got to get the 1,200 points, which we're working on. And then we can become a Vanguard Kingdom. And then once we become that kingdom, we get to occupy the pass. So what that means is, just for those guys that are wondering about this game, as you can see, this table looks a bit crazy, but all you're following is the line. You see how there's a little line there? You just follow those lines, and that is basically what you need to do. So you follow those lines, and by doing that, you're going to get to this capital here. And this is going to allow us to become a kingdom. So that's our goal right now. You can see us, we're building towards it. And then afterwards, we'd start moving up, as you can see. And by moving up, we'll get to the Guy Fire Pass. I think that's our aim anyway. Unless we take the bottom pass. But Zenith is at the bottom pass, which is Thailand. So I think we'll take the top pass. And by taking that top pass, we can then come out. And this is where war is going to begin, guys, by the way. I think war, for us, is going to begin here. Because we're going to come out these pass gates. And we can either go down and fight these Thai guys. Or I need to find out where my, basically, allies are. So I need to know where NATO are. That's GCW there. Is this NATO? Yeah. So we need to do that. So I think the way we need a play is, if you look at it, this is how the map is. And if I get live draw open, live draw will make things a little bit easier too. I know you guys like the live draw feature. Live draw. Boom. Right, so if we look at this area now, up here is our allies, and we are down here. So that's where the basic footing is. And we come out of this pass here, and I believe they come out of this pass. If we look at our enemy, I believe our enemies come out of this pass, and there's a pass down here that the other ones come, right? So we've got two options. I can basically say to the guys, do we build? So we go like this and we fight on this front because this is the stronger alliance. We try and kill out the stronger alliance first. And then we push, you know, so then we take here and our alliance members take here. Do you know what I'm saying? Or do we have to basically come out and match these guys? These guys are going to have to match these guys. And then we'll go here. They'll go there. Maybe we can build and help. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it. I like the map. It's interesting. We are figuring out what we're going to have to do when it comes to it. So, I'm going to start opening talks a lot more about those boys. Right now, if we go here, we've got war declared. So, we've got an hour and 17 minutes until that's done. So, we're not in no rush for that, so don't worry. Do you know what, guys? I might try and use my assault build. I'm going to try my assault build. It's saying it's going to get destroyed. I'm going to test it out and we'll see. I'll test it out and we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? You only get to learn, right? So... Bro, that's going to take 20 minutes to get back? Really? Oh, it's because we've got no fast travel until we get to here. As soon as we get the fast travel, it'll be fine. Time limited event. We can claim this. Do we win that Nintendo Switch? No, we don't, guys. No, we don't. Imagine we do. Every time. Imagine if we win that Nintendo Switch. So these are some of the bigger packs, by the way, guys. If you really want to whale out, you want to buy this one. So you get 1200 Civ medals. So you can absolutely go crazy. So here we go. We've got our rewards. T3 infantry battering ram. Because that's the only thing I'm kind of confused. Unless it's going to do upgrade this later. You know what I'm saying? Because I've got... I don't know. So interesting. Trying to figure out why. Right, let's watch this assault build anyway. Let's see if this assault build actually does work, or is it going to get absolutely slapped. It's Harold, Saladin, and Tassan. But my Saladin's not awakened yet. What should get destroyed? You mean my march or its march? I hope you mean their march. I'm destroying it at the moment. But I've got to beat 5 of them, so it depends on how it is, you know. $2,800, 1,700. I've got to beat this. There's no way I lose this, boys. No way. Let's send our training camp. Level 27, he's nearly there. He's near level 30, meaning we can get that nice, juicy T3 match in there. I have to beat it, definitely. There's no way I lose to this. My Harold is hitting like an absolute monster. But we've got Queen Sindiok, and she is a good hero. Can we beat her? This is the one where it's looking sketch, boys. We need to do more damage. Like, we need to hit them harder. Way harder. But I should beat it. It doesn't look like I'm going to lose. But I could be wrong. No rallies going on either. Yeah, we've got to beat this. I don't feel like we're gonna lose, but I reckon that the last one you'll know. I'm just reading. I'm catching up in chat, that's all. I'm gonna have to put my foot down, hold on. I'm gonna have to do some leadership duty here. Hold on. I need to... Oh, I can't spell his name. Is it Marga? I think it was Marga. Yeah, Marga. Oh, guys, we're gonna lose! Are we gonna lose? Really? We've got one more fight to beat. Can Harold beat it? Oh my, I'm actually sketch. Can this assault build that's not level 40 beat it? Not an awakened Saladin. B as well across the board at the moment. Not even SSS, it's BB, mate. Oh yeah, without healing, I know. I just want to see how well this is going to perform on this. Oh, we beat it! Let's go! Harold, my dude, win! Let's go! Why is that important? Because it means I got some civic medals. We got some medals, and then I can build, and I need to do a couple more, don't get me wrong, but we can hot scotch that bad boy. So we've got those cooking. We need to do one more. So when hopefully Harold comes back, we might be able to send him back. You wish you had my resource right now. Do you know what's even funnier? I'm about to get more. Because I'm about to use this resource to build some more buildings. But in the Alliance area, when you go to the Alliance shop, I still have these to buy. So I don't want to buy them yet until I'm emptied out. There's so much internal drama, guys. I said internal drama. It's like trying to sort out the officer stuff. $6 minutes. Nice. What's our energy at? 9. Really good. Meaning our Boudica is ready to do anything else which is not training based. But now I can train our Alex up. Triple S. Here we go. You should try and secure 10th place to get more Alex. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that one, bro. I'd like to get more Alex heads myself. Why? Because it means I can then... Ooh, wait. Nice. Have we got anything in here? I wish I could, like... There we go. Smell all the crap I don't need. So I've only got those ones there for now, and then maybe I get rid of them later when I don't need it. Alright, so Guan 28 now. 2 minutes I can get my main boy home. I can even assault these. You know what? We'll level up these as well. Now I'm thinking about it. Train. Because by trading them up as well, obviously we're getting the maximum benefit. The only thing I need to figure out is with this match. Honestly, I really want to replace Boudica with, like, Richard if I could. If I don't have him. And then I want Peter too. Or YSS would do as well. So I can do now, which is good. I can keep that Boudica with the infantry rams. Why? Because I can bring our marches over here. Bay bars. I need one more. Do you know what? We'll do it. Oh, we just got... Let's go. We're going to awaken our Tachibana. Let's up these. Let's see if we can get some up. And again. We'll take them. 2 skills. Heroes. Awaken time. Bish bash bosh. There we go, boys. We're liking that. So what we can do, boom. Purify. Go. Let's kill some of these things now with our main march. Let's send our King Leo. Assault Bell doing its thing. Nice, level 51. We'll take it. So now we're on 49, so they can do one more. And I believe, yes, they can. 57 energy. Boom. We can go and do one more on these boyos. So now, hopefully this levels up one more. Oh, yeah, no, I agree. I don't know why everyone... So, the way people are saying triple damage is, like, good. It's because of the combo, but... I'm the same. I run Leo, Mary, and Queen Sindiok. And then I run Guan Yu, Theo, and Alex. So I run 2 burn comps by doing it this way. But I just think having these are better. Even if you don't have Queen Sindiok, but you've got Caesar. Caesar's a really good one. Or Pericles as well. They're really good. It's like... Your burn does does enough damage. Like your burn does way enough damage. All it needs is to sustain. So you kind of need that tank in that 3rd slot. Right. Also... Yeah, like, look at this. This is Leo, Mary, and Queen Sandiok. There you go. But this way, I use triple burn, and a lot of the time I use triple burn, I actually couldn't get through certain content. But now, with this march, before even with Caesar, but now with the Queen Sandiok upgrade, I can kill level 18, 19 resource tiles like it's no one's business. Like, legit, like it's no one's business. Because you can see here, like, look how much damage I just do not take. But look how much damage I just deal. I just deal so much. So, like, for these type of stuff, when you're trying to, obviously, grind your resources and stuff like that, you should have just, like, one dedicated match that does that anyway. And then I think these other 3 or 4 matches are going to be your dedicated, you know, like PvP ones, let's say that. Train my assault boys back up one more time though. But these guys are done now, which is great. Meaning I can send the Guan Yu out to do building. But here we are. Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of people don't realise, I wish there was a way of showcasing it, but when you're creating the formations like this, I don't know if it does, but Troop Command, Codex, Hero Introduction... It doesn't really show it. I'm just trying to find in case it does. Hold on. Like, I was looking to see if I could find in the codex, whenever you make combos, there's a combo when you have double fire combo, and it says basically you have a 20-some-odd% chance with normal attacks to a trigger burn. But if you have triple burn, it's different. So, like, if I were gonna take Alex off here, for example, and put on El Cid. Let me just... Here's what it is. Alright, yeah, so if I go to El Cid... Look, Raging Fire, there's a... above... which grants a 5% chance one of your random units launch an attack against a single enemy every round. So that's Raging Fire. But if you remove this and put Alex in, and put Theo in, oh, it's not going to trigger, is it? It's not triggering. I think it's because it's already set like that. Hold on. No, it's not going to do it. Above the close icon. Which one? Go to hero. Oh, sick. Yes. I love you for this. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. So, when you look at this, Raging Fire, above which grants 35% chance of one unit randomly launch an attack, right? So, we know what this is. This is a damage dealt one. But when you look at Ignite the Spark, during the first round, when the enemy commander takes his action, they will be inflicted with a burn and a 64% damage rate for 2 rounds. And if the commander is already suffering a burn, they will have a 15% chance of disarm for 1 round. So, like, having 2 commanders in burn over 3 is actually a better effect. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize this, you know? You can also get Immortal Soul of the Hero, increase the probability of your commanders and 1 Vice commander active skill being activated. This is only with these commanders, and that's what I'm actually going for. I'm going for Leo, Order, and Queen, or Queen Syndiok, which is increasing the probability. You know what I'm saying now? So, I'll see how good it is. Maybe Ignite the Sparks are better, but that's what people need to realize too. Because, you know, Horn of Resistance here, a buff which grants 2.5 strength, 2.5 intelligence, and 2.5 defense to all deployed heroes. So there's like certain buffs that you might want on your hero, because there is some, you know? Like, we have this one, as you guys know. This is one you always do get. But, yeah, man. I hope they bring in more. Obviously, more of these style of buffs, so you know. Because it's cool. But yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the 2's better than the 3. Because of the formation. Because this is another one, look. You can use these 3 heroes and you get a buff which grants 5 defense to all deployed heroes. Or we can go History Changemaker. A buff which grants your commander the ability to heal 1 wounded on the 4th round. And it's affected by the highest attribute. So, like, here is another really good one, because you can run Alex, Patcher, and Herman, which is one match that I might run. I'm debating to run this match as a counter-attack match for tanks. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's interesting that when you click on, and I'm glad you showed me this button, it allows you to look at what buffs these heroes can rock, because with knowing those buffs, it means you could run, and this is funny because I didn't know this was a combo, and this is the combo I want to run: Richard, Peter, and Ying Zheng. And it's a buff which grants a 2% damage increase to your commander and a 2% damage reduction to your vice commander, which is sick. Or you could do this version, which we could build technically. And this is a buff which grants the player's commander 30% chance of healing a wounded unit per round. So, like, I like it, man. I like how you've got to take in consideration those things. And I think that's why even our Leo and stuff just hits as hard as they do. Boom. So, we need to kill one more, if I remember rightly, boys. Yeah, we do. Purify. I was meant to send him out to fight, wasn't I? Wasn't I? Yes, I was. There we go. Boom. There we go. So yeah, that's another reason why. I think it's just because of that buff. I think that buff is way stronger. The fact that it disarms as well. Kind of crazy, right? Nice. There we go. So now we can upgrade this one. So now, if you're wondering, I have all my barracks done, basically, which is 3 barracks. We've done that. We need 3 iron mines and 3 quarries. So if we go here, I basically need, as you can see, some resource. So here, I need some more civilization medals. Not end of the world. Oop. I'm sorry, guys. Oop, my bad. Hold on. The game's haven't. I mispulled the window and I've made it smaller. It's fine. It's the game has the, as you guys know, in Era of Conquest compared to Call of Dragons PC client, you can naturally just drag the game frame, you know. And I don't know if you guys noticed on the mobile app, you can go from this to this on the game. You can actually go from portrait to horizontal. One of the first games I've seen as well, which allows you to do it. But we need to get some civilization medals, meaning we're going to get some from our relic here, and then once we start building, I've got 2 more resource nodes to take, which is going to be that wood, most likely, that we're going to need to build. And hopefully tomorrow, chat, I should have everything ready to go for City Hall 21. The only thing I'll need is literally the civilization medals. I should have everything else resource-wise, which is going to be great. And if we look at all our commanders now, all our commanders are out of stamina, meaning they've done their jobs in leveling up. Here, we've got War Declared, so we're going to go to the War Declared. It's 42 minutes from now, so we've got to choose arms. And this is the big tip for you guys for Era of Conquest. You need to actually choose arms before you go into a siege, right? Why? Because you need to click on, even though I'm hiding it, let's go this way, kind of. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Behind me right now, you're going to hit the T2 button. By hitting the T2 button, you're going to be able to see this zone, right? And you want to go across where it says Infantry Battering Ram, and you want to click them. And make sure these are equipped, and you know they are equipped because if you look, these are little like shield with spears, and that's the battering ram. Compared to if you looked at these guys, if I just chose the guardsmen, they have like the shield with wings, right? Why is that important? It's important because when you go to rally this thing and you go to participate in the rally and it's already selected and set up, when you join, you should be using the infantry battering ram on the wall section because the battering rams give you triple damage against them. So you have to make sure you've got enough of them in there. So you can see here, these guys are also making their way downtown, you know, fast. We could actually send them there here too, if you want to be fair. Let's do that. So if I go to rally, click on these guys, participate in the rally, join that siege, they're joining that main siege. So what we can do though with our tier 3 units, so if you're using tier 3 and stuff like that, like tier 3 normal unit, say your infantry, archers, spearmen or cavalry, what you would do is use the join blitz option. So when you participate, this is suitable for stronger units, meaning anything that's not the ram. So if you're going to use that, that's where you put those guys, to let you guys know. So I've got one question for you, TN. Right, just because I'm a bit confused. I know, so you've got tier 3 siege in armor, but I've got that same armor capability, but I can't equip it, and I don't know why. So if I look in my bag, I've got all this tier 3 gear, but I can't equip it right now. How are you doing, Adara, dude? Welcome. But yeah, I don't know how to equip these. It won't let me unless it's just because we don't have the ability to yet. Oh, it's because I actually need those two. Right, and then I can look. Right, okay, I get you, I get you. Never mind. I get it now. So I don't know why this won't work though. Right. Okay. So at least we've got that then. So basically we're on the right path, chat. We're on the right path. We've got 3 pieces to go. So we've got two more pieces and we're good. So we need the helmet and the boots, and then basically we're working towards the war elephants. So the war elephants, if we unlock it, movement speed is reduced by 15%. When attacking troops in strongholds and fortress, the damage is increased by 30%, and the enemy troop death rate is reduced by 50% when participating in war rallies. Okay. So what do these guys do? So these guys are the fastest unit in the game, but they deal less damage and take more damage, right? After this says activating lead the Mamluks into battle during every battle round, a random ally unit has a 70% chance to gain combo, but takes 15%. Wow, okay. I've actually not read these guys, by the way. I've never actually properly read these. I've not actually read them. If the says activated, you can lead the Roman Legion in the battle. Within each round, the hero takes the least number of attacks has their damage and healing increased by 20%, while the hero that takes the most number of attacks and have their damage reduced by 20%. Okay. All heroes affected by control effects. Oh, that's actually good for people like Herman, right? Because Herman would reduce his own damage, but the other two guys would take a deal. Oh, I get it. During the first round of battle, all allies take 12% less damage. From the second round onward, all ally units gain 14 strength and intelligence. Wow. Or double the amount of skills that need prep. Okay. Permanent each time they cast an active skill. During an enemy round, all allies may lose 5 strength and intelligence permanently if an enemy casts an active skill or an assault skill. Then we got these boys. Boy, I'm just saying, these guys look the best. These guys look the best. You know? After this says activated, you can lead more swords when into battle. All allies units lose 30 agility in battle when taking damage the first time in round. If the enemy has higher agility or is under the effect of Swift, they also have a 20% chance to fall in exhaustion, losing 186 strength and intelligence for one round, which deals bonus damage to the enemy if they are already... Wow, I actually like them. That seems fucking mental. Yo. Oh, first rank free IFAX. Let's go. Does that mean then it does? Why can I not equip it though? It's got worse rating though. Interesting. Interesting. Show me your matches? Sure. We were just looking. So, I am currently running Leo, Mary, Queen, Syndiok. So that's our first bird march. We run 2 burdens at the moment. Hopefully tomorrow we get our 5th march so we can get another lineup. So we've got this bird march and then we've got our second bird march. So we've got 2 rolling. This one at the moment, as you can see, is going to rally. It's the infantry battering around. So we've got 2 bad boy burn builds. What I will be doing is replacing Mary with Order. So that's the only thing I'm kind of waiting on, is to get this guy. As soon as I get this guy, I'm going to then have this build. So I'll have these 3 basically together. So we'll see how well this works. If it works good, I'll use it. Or it might be Guan Yu Order, Queen Syndiok. And then I might use Leo with Theo and someone else. But... maybe Alex, maybe, to be fair. So we've got those 2 burn builds. And then this is the control build I'm running at the moment. I particularly don't like it. I wish I could change it. I want, instead of Boudica, I would rather have either Obviously Peter would be the main choice, as well as obviously an awakened YSS would be good too. That'd be a good choice. And to be fair, I actually want to build the one that people have said. I want to build what I've recommended, and funny enough, it works. So I want Richard primary, then Peter vice, and Ying Zhang in the like this. So I want Richard here, and then Peter. So if I get these two heroes, that's going to be the control build I'm going to run. And then this is my assault build. And it's good, don't get me wrong, but I'm debating to change it still. It's weird, man. I don't know if it can get better. Like, again, like, is someone like Cleo gonna make this match better? Because I basically decrease the enemy's stats by 73.44, which is insane to do. So we'll soon figure out, you know, what we're gonna do. But we also have this 5th slot to open, and obviously if we go to other lineups, I've got this counter-attack team right here that I could use, and it's technically one better, so that's why it's going to go into the 5th slot. So it's going to be a counter-attack build, but I might replace Hojo with someone, to be fair. So we'll soon see. And this is a Charlemagne comp. Not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. And it's stupid as well, guys. The game's going to recommend you, like me. It says I should replace Saladin with Scipio or Bebas. I just would not do that, guys. I'm not even lying. Just don't do it. It's not even worth it. Saladin has just too strong of a skill to be like, yeah, I can't not run you. You know what I'm saying? So... And you saw then, it did the Relic Guardian, which I thought it wasn't going to do. So, we are cruising. But we finally finished the rank 3 quest line. So we've done chapter 22, chat. We've finally done chapter 22 on stream. So we're on 23. We've got 100 gems. Let's click all of this. We can now start upgrading our zone again. How mental is that? We've actually got to scout again. Let's go. So what we need to do though is occupy level 16 properties. So we're gonna occupy this. I've got Burn comp with Leo Guan doing high damage and Mary just being damage buff. So we were talking about this earlier about Burn. So I think to talk about, I'm going to make a Burn guide, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to make a Burn guide. It's going to come out basically in a few days. I do have a Era of Conquest video coming out basically tomorrow. So be ready for that. I already obviously have another Era of Conquest video that's already been out. So check those out. But we're going to be making a Burn guide. So one thing people are doing, as you're doing, is you're doing Raging Fire. So right now, because you're using Raging Fire, you're using 3 troops. So you're using any of these commanders right here to make your combo. And your combo, if you read it, says a buff, which grants 35% chance of 1 unit at random of launching an attack against the extra unit. So you get basically an additional damage hit, right? Which is good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. But honestly, if you go the double burn route where you only use 2, you unlock Ignite the Spark. And this effect is way better. Because during the first round, when the enemy commander takes his action, so whenever you're against someone, they will always be inflicted with a burn. Meaning, you don't need to worry about Leo or Mary or El Cid's positions, they're always going to have burn, meaning the trigger of this effect and your Mary effect is always going to trigger. You know what I'm saying? So, I prefer Ignite the Spark. I'm going to try out this new one, Immortal Soul of Hero, when we get older. But that's why I prefer Ignite the Spark. So you can run 2 burn heroes and run a tank hero. Like Queen Syndioc, you could run Alex, you could run Caesar, you could run Pacha, you could run Pericles, wherever Pericles is. Here we go. Even Pericles is actually a really good tank commander. People are knocking him off, but he's good. He's a good tank commander for what you need him to do. So that's what I'd be doing with burn personally. Don't get me, because you'll notice like with triple burn, you basically, how can I put it? You deal a ton of damage, but you take way too much damage as well. So like you'll feel or you'll notice you'll start killing yourself, or you'll try and kill a resource tile and you can't kill it. If you literally just switch, you'll be surprised, like you're gonna be able to kill him. So now let's go to attack. This is ABB, but we're still gonna crush it. So we're gonna try and finish this chapter quest off again, see what we need to do for the next one. I don't know why. Do you know what? Should we read the paper and do the quest? I haven't even done that. And we'll finish things up. Triple S, and I just need to do this bit. Let's have a look. Top duels, Nago. So I bet you that's what they're talking about, TN. If you're still in chat. There's a guy here, look, Nego TN, but instead he's got a H in his name, and you don't have a H in your name. But there we go. Yesterday, the Alliance Legion consisting of 83 Lords and 53 Alliance chests. Wow. Love it. There we go. He raided 9 supply wagons tier. Also, Lycan first occupied level 17 property across the server yesterday. Nice. You're from NATO? Welcome, dude. Welcome. So we've... Oh, I was about to say, we've done our shenanigans there, but we haven't. Do you know what we need to do, chat? We need to do our arena. I need to sort out my teams, though, maybe. Or maybe I leave it. Maybe I leave it. No, I don't. The problem why I'm losing ranks right now is because I haven't got these 2 heroes to level 30, so they're not tier 3. So if I run into anyone that's running purely tier 3 comps, I literally get shafted right now. So let's use those. Let's challenge. I'll try an advanced opponent first, and we'll work our way through. Cases from Judge, free to play. Congrats, man. I like to see the free to play players, honestly. Free to play players. We can beat this guy. Do try a mighty opponent. See, this is what I'm saying. This is double T3, so I don't think we can beat this. But he's running B bars. Do I trust it? I trust myself. Maybe not. It's because he's running double T3, man. If I ran double T3, I'd be winning. But it is what it is. So we just gotta keep an eye out for what we're hitting right now. That's all. So if you're wondering how to get good in here, this is how. Just make sure, at least, you know, you're fighting on even terms. So if you go against someone who's got 2 tier 3s and you've only got 1 tier 3, that's like a no-go. You know what I'm saying? No-go zone. There we go, though. Now we're up. Let's just give people thumbs up. We're just short of doing it. Just short. But we can claim these. No specials, unfortunately. Bless me. Bless me again. Right, so now we've done all of our stuff. We've done all of our, you know, training. We've done all of our resource stuff. The only thing I need to do is use Leo, which is great. So now I can send people to build because I've done everything that I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I kind of like this game compared to like Rise of Kingdoms and stuff. Like, because I know I've done everything that I need to do in, you know, like today's grind. All I can technically do now is build and help my alliance build or participate in alliance activities, and I love that. We're gonna just review Mr. Pulled Pork. Pulled Pork wants to be moving in. He wants to be moving in. So here we go. Boom. Hit the approve button. Almost full. I need to move soon as well, but I'm not moving yet. I'm waiting. Why? I'm waiting until we take the capital. When we take the capital, we will be moving in. Also, I want to be taking... let's have a look. Let's have a look. This is into the city. Okay, I want that position 4. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. I want this one. What's this position here? Is that not a position? Oh, how is that not a position? Oh, I want my city wants to go there. It wants to go right there. That's where I want to settle. Out in the corner and no one can hassle me. Right, position 4 is going to be my position. I'm letting you guys know. No one's taking that position. It's mine. Can I actually... Oh, I can mark it. I'll mark it closer to the time. I'll be like, this is my position. Oh, I love it. So, we sent now Harold, right, to do the building. So, what we can do is send these guys out. So, what I'm trying to do... What? What do you mean there's no paths found? Oh, is that coming from here? Is that why? Eh? Maybe I have to get it later? At least we get this tapestry as well. Oh my god, I've missed looking at you. Byzantium? Yeah, okay. 40 heads for Mary. Don't mind if I diddly do. Mr. Ned Flanders there. Right, let's get it. Bang. Explore. Attack. Yush. Attack. Clear. Activate. Boys, I have actually missed looking in here. Is that weird to say? Am I a freak? Oh, it's because of this zone as well. Let me look. Let me see if I can clear this. I wonder if I hit an insane number. One time I was doing this, guys, and I literally hit something like 15.8k damage in one go. Oh, I did. I needed to explore this way. Right, so I am doing it right. I was just cheating. So you can unlock this fog by cheating. So I'm guessing, guys, here is the trade routes. This is what trade routes is, I'm guessing, right? Because I haven't got this yet. We haven't unlocked it. Keep claiming. Only 2 more and we've got the chapter done again. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. King's Scroll. Scroll 3 we're on. We are going around this way. Oof. I just don't have any reds, man. Imagine if I had the reds there. Keep going. Why is it saying armor? Equipable? Ooh. Hang on. What do we need? The boots. I'm so chuffed I got this, but I want more. I want more dragon scale pieces. So I'm guessing to keep getting more dragon scale pieces, I need to keep waiting for the astral shop. And if I've got to keep waiting for the astral shop, that must mean I need to keep saving my summons. Claim, claim. How far are we on? We're on level 24? Guys, we're almost there. We've almost got the city skin, Sky Lantern's Blessing, and we've got this chest where we get a lucky draw. So if I'm right, I might get, if I'm lucky, either Peter, basically a legendary hero. I could get a legendary hero if I'm lucky, if I'm reading that right, or a skill I don't own. All fully awakened though. I hope I get, obviously, Peter. If I get Peter or Richard, the game's just that easy, guys. I don't know why anyone's complaining. Why are we all complaining? It's just that easy. So we've claimed our daily is finally done now. Go to the Intel collection. Quick submit all claims. Get more gems. I'm going to claim our mastery points here. I'll send out my intel to those players that need it. There we go. Boom, boom. Done. No one needs those ones. Otherwise, it would have popped up. I can now claim, claim, claim. Go to the master's shop. I could get this skill chest, guys, but I don't think I need it. Is that crazy to think? I don't need it. I might be cheeky and save up for a 30-day title. Am I greedy as hell? Maybe. But this is the best one to get, but I'd rather save up and just buy these again. Like, max out, buy these. Because if we're looking at heroes as well, it's like, I need to get certain heroes that I'm willing to work on. When what I mean by that is, like, am I going to use Herman? Because if I do, I could use Herman and something. Like Herman. What if I do just Herman, Alex, Patcher? And then if I do Herman, Alex, Patcher, what it means is my Alex that's on this match here can be actually, funny enough, can go back to Caesar. I could just run Caesar on this march once it's 30, basically. I think you might be able to get the 33 on the match. Fill it up, but it will fill up an arena. Oh, that's it. Oh, you just realised it on the VOD? Oh, it's cool. Do you know what? I'm a sucker for it too, Shio. Don't you worry. You know, like, I've gone into streams and, you know, it's been delayed or I might have messed up and I'm like, So, here we go. Chapter 22 completed. We're on chapter 23 now, so we can slam all of that. We need to occupy these areas. So we completed the tapestry here. Claim. We're going to get 5 skill up the grades. So let's do that. Byzantium. Claim the reward. Go summon. Open 5. We got 30,000 Night Owl, boys. 30,000 Night Owl points. Poggers. Actual poggers. So all I need to do now is purify another 3 rank 3 Forbidden Guards. And I just need to occupy this. Which I can do. So let's occupy this. That's going to be done. And then tomorrow I've just got to purify relics. Oh, it's easy mode. That's easy mode, my boys. So we can now... They're almost done. So the barracks are almost done. The iron mines... I need to farm something after. Yeah, I know what you guys feel, man. That's why I like playing this game as well as Call of Dragons. It's weird because this game, as you guys have seen, like, I can do as much as I can right now. And technically I'm done. You know, I am technically done if I want to be lazy. But a good player obviously sends their marchers out so we can start doing stuff. Like, this happens in 10 minutes. So I'm going to showcase this siege for you guys. So you can watch this in 11 minutes. That's why I've been trying to burn the time through with content. And then afterwards, after we've watched it for a little bit, we will be disappearing. But that's what I love about it. We've done a lot on, like, growth. We've leveled up our heroes. We've, like, gone and done what we need to do. And, like, now it's down to, you know, helping the Alliance. You know, like, go help the Alliance upgrade. Which I love. I actually love. So I'm guessing though, this must be the trade routes. This must unlock the trade routes. It can't be something I've already got, right? Because it can't be this building unless it is. But I can't do anything. Like, conscription's 200. I don't know what this means. Should I just like... Shop. Claim. 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 I could get this one, but that's like... Oh, I need to do this one. Hold on. Use all. Use all. So, if I need to do that... And then we go back to the scout. Can I kill this? I can. Lit. Yeah, they definitely need to end up the speed up the end of seasons. I agree there. Well, I'm just saying, guys. Look, would you rather Call of Dragons be non-stop action where you're having to do stuff constantly? I know you would if you were only playing one game, Or would you prefer the fact that you can play Call of Dragons like you are, and then you've got this downtime like now where you've got the ability to play different games and try different games out? Occupy the 1 level 21 property to clear this obstacle? What fucking obstacle? Guys, am I being, like, thick on why I can't take that? I'm just double checking I've not missed something. I'm guessing I unlock it later. Like these two. I guess I unlock them later. Dispatch. Oh, we got the 1 minute ones. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I've been waiting for these. The 1 minute T3. Boys, we're going to get a bunch of quick stuff. Love it. Actually, really do love that. So now what I'm going to do is send Leo to go and kill 2 things. Should we try a level 19? I don't know if I can kill a level 19 yet. We'll try level 19, boys. If we don't get it, we don't get it. You know, we've learned, we will have learned our lesson. But it's nice to see ourselves learning and testing, right? We know we can kill 18s anyway. 18s are honestly a cakewalk for our march. So that's why I'm hoping, you know, it's secretly going to be a bit difficult. We've got 6 minutes to go. So by the time we watch this fight, hopefully it kills the 19. We can kill it, bring it back, do it again. We should be able to, in reality, upgrade. So, like, 3 quarries we can do. You know what I'm saying? We're getting them civilization medals. Like, I could do this one. Let's do that one. Oh, upgrade Q soon now. It's fine. Military. 5 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, give me that free speed up change. Yeah, baby. And you. Yeah, baby. Love it. Love it. So I can go back to the eco tree. Eco tree. We need to do the iron mic. There we go. Iron mic being completed. So then we've just got to go do the quarry now, right? So if we do the quarry, the 3 quarries will be almost there. The 3 barracks, so we will have this one done. 25 minutes, that's going to be done. So then the iron mines, we've got these 2 doing, so we just need to do this one by 2 levels, which is fine. I think we've pretty much got them all. But we're killing the level 19, guys. I don't know if this is the second wave or the first. Oh, it was the first wave. So let's see. This is the second wave now. Can we actually kill this? Because this is where it's going to get shady. 1k to 4.2, 1800 to 1400, 5000 to 3.4. Oh no. No, it's not looking good, chat. It's not looking good. We need another 2 double big hits. We need to win round after round here. We need to win 2 rounds in a row. Can we win 2 rounds? Ooh. No. Not big enough hits, boys. So we can't kill a level 19. So I've got to wait 10 minutes for this to come back from heavy damage, which is fine. I'll just do that later. Don't worry. We'll just grab our 2 resource nodes to finish off. So we're basically going to get a wood one. We're going to get a iron one. And I'm still not too bad about my resources. Why am I not worried about my resources? Because I've still got technically all of this. So if I go to this iron one and hit it, Like, look how much iron I actually have. Like, technically, you know, we're basically maxed out, you know. And this is because we do all of you know, the quest, the alliance stuff here. The only thing I need to do is help blow up some garrisons, which we're gonna do anyway. We are marching our Harold. Our Harold is walking his fat chunky ass to this tile, and we're gonna help take it. We've got all of these zones here. Once we've taken these zones, by the way, we can build a fortress. Why? Why is that important? Because building fortresses along here does give you fast travel, just to let you guys know. So, here we go, zooming in. 2 minutes to go, chat. We've got 2 blitzes, meaning, I said 2 blitzes, we've got 2 sieges, meaning I've got both of these marches, my Boudica and my Guan Yu, in these towers. So you can see these 2 siege towers on the camp. They're inside those. If you join the Blitz with T3 units, you'll join the main formation. So you're going to see all of that occur. It's a very theatrical animation compared to normal. So you'll see all of that in a moment when we get into it. Ragnar's just getting ahead so he can get more points. That's fine. We'll quickly summon 5. Summon quick 5. Not good. Not good. Open. We'll try and empty out so we can do a big save. We just got Hojo. Apply. It's saying I should play this Awakened Hojo now instead of Boudica, but that seems like not my kind of style. Delete him. He's only good for a certain one. Another skill? Okay. This skill's quite good. Grants Purify to your hero with the Lewis forces, removing their debuffs and healing their troops once. Really good skill. I actually really like that skill. So guys, this is it. Hope you guys enjoy it. 30 seconds to go. And then we have our thing on. So we are just waiting for it. Here we go. So you can see how these are going in formation. That's what's supposed to happen. And then from the formation, they come out of formation and then they start fighting the main garrison forces, as you can see. Because these ones are now fighting these guys on this flank. Like, it does do a lot of it by itself. But if you're not playing, it will naturally fight too. So you don't have to worry about it. My troops are inside here, basically. So, you know, if we go, they're both in. You got one inside here and the other one inside here. So both our troops are inside. What that is doing, because we're using infantry rams do the most damage to these like towers and these walls. So you get the best sieging when you're actually killing them. So that's what our guys are doing right now, which I kind of like. doing a good job though. 17 and 17 on both sides. We're doing a good job taking them down evenly. Do you guys like the siege? Do you like the way the siege mechanic works? You know, how it looks? Let's zoom out a little bit. These guys are on 13 at the minute. 13 and 12 now. So once these guys come out, we have 85% march speed and 100% march speed on that one. So this one, if I understand right, this left one should hit first. Then the right. So the left should attack first, then the right. That's how it should be at the moment. Unless, obviously, it changes up, you know. You do? I like it. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm glad you guys like the game. I actually like the game too. It's like surprisingly how much I like the game. Because it's one of them as well, you gotta think, guys. I wasn't even going to play this game originally until Huawei AppGallery, the guys that sponsor me. I know you guys might not like the sponsorship video, like, in between for the Era of Conquest stuff. But, you know, without those guys, I wouldn't be playing this game. I'm just going to be honest with you, you know. So we need to thank those guys, especially for sponsoring and, you know, paying us to basically play the game. You know, without them, we won't be able to do this. So I've got another video that uploads in like 30 minutes, which is crazy. But it's gonna be a PvP one for Call of Dragon. We're doing good though. Let's see how we do here. Approaching forces are now going to come and try and delay us. Can I just ask one thing, by the way? You know, these flags, I can't place them down. Is it just because I'm the Alliance leader? Because of me being the Alliance leader, we can't place them, but everyone else can? Because if that's the case, I'm cool with that. It's okay. I just wanted to know, that's all. Just showing everyone in chat the hello YouTube. So there we go. Now our right side's going to touch the wall. So now we've got 9100 to break through. So we've got 54 minutes to break through this wall. So this is kind of the long time part. This is where you need to make sure you have your infantry rams inside our settlements, so they're doing their job. Obviously, you can see my Herald's about to get there to build. But all we need to do is get in the towers. But yeah, another video, I imagine. Did you buy the battle pass? You talking about the battle pass for this game, for Era of Conquest? Yeah, I've got it for this. I wouldn't buy these. I'm gonna let you guys know. I wouldn't get the silver and gold card. I don't know why. I just don't think this is actually worth it. Like 210 gems and 170 summer is just not good enough. Which game's better, Rock or COD? I can honestly firmly say from playing both games, and I am a T5 player on Rise of Kingdoms compared to Call of Dragons, I still think Call of Dragons is a better game. I just think the combat's better, and that's one of the main things people play Rise of Kingdoms for, is the combat. And the open field combat is better on Call of Dragons. But if you're more into like the rally meta, you prefer rallying and garrisoning and stuff like that, you would probably prefer, you know, Rise of Kingdoms. Or you might actually prefer Era of Conquest. This has pretty much the exact same, I think, mechanics as Rock will, where you can open field like you can see right now. You can also drop flags if you're the commander or officers, depending on your military rank, which these guys are doing right now. Which is cool. You know, you attack exactly the same as Rock, and you rally and do everything you probably would do as Rock. The only difference is it's a lot more understandable what you need to do. So you're fighting for this position. So like if there was someone else who were going to come for us, you know, they'd come up this way and they'd try and take it, but they're not. They're going to go up this side and just take this pass. So they're not going to take this capital here. But yeah, no, I love both games, I'm not going to lie. But I would always say Rock's better than COD. I just think even like, you know, when you're taking ancient ruins and you're doing stuff on that even regard, you know, when you're just doing those, a lot of the time you're just sending troops to rally. That's all you're doing. You're just watching something very boring. At least here it looks a little bit more entertaining. I'm doing the exact same thing as I would be doing right now in Rock, you know, watching me fight the ruins. But the best part about it though is this is just looks more entertaining. It just looks more theatrical, like something's actually going on, which is just again a better, just already better, right? Am I wrong? So that's it. That is it. We're gonna make some videos. Don't get me wrong. You know, I've got a few videos to make. To do with like Call of Dragons, Era of Conquest. I'm gonna make some comparison videos again. We're gonna make some of them, don't worry. I'm just gonna keep figuring out what I'm doing for content. But we have, let me just level up our Hojo. But we have pretty much, guys, done everything we need to do. I'm not gonna lie, we've finally, let's advance this boyo. This is 1. We've advanced our buildings up. We are about to take some resources. That's all we're doing right now, just to give ourselves the last bit of civilization medals, hopefully to get everything ready to, you know, join them. Is it your military rank? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. This is what I mean. I should be able to do it because I'm a Grand Duke. I should be able to drop my flag because I'm legit the boy. I'm the guy. But for some reason, I can't. And I don't know why. Someone said there's an option, a button to press, but I can't see that button. So I'm guessing it must be only for everyone else that's not a military that's not a leader of the alliance. That's the only thing I can assume. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Oh, I'm glad you guys have enjoyed the stream. If you are just tuning in, you can obviously rewatch the stream if you like. We can go back to the beginning. The beginning is the Call of Dragons section, and then which lasted about an hour and 40 odd minutes, and now we've done another about hour and 40 odd minutes, and we're at 3 hours and 25, meaning we've done a nice split, even split on both games. So if you want to check out either one, you can watch the whole thing again. If you missed the podcast, don't worry. The podcast will be uploaded on Saturday. So every Saturday we try and get the podcast. And for those guys that are watching and looking forward to it, on Monday, yes, you heard right, on Monday at 1500 UTC, we're going to have another Scout Report podcast, and we've got a special content creator. Some of you might know him. His name is Still Alive GG. He's basically the same set style of content creator that I am. He's around 12,000 subs to my like 4.5. So it's going to be good. I'm going to ask him questions about all the different games he's played, what his favourites are. We're going to have hopefully a very good podcast. So that's coming up on Monday for you guys. And that will obviously get uploaded on that week's on Saturday, as well as all the other content that is coming to the channel. So I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed the stream, just put the thumbs up. It's the quickest way of supporting the channel. I want to say a big shout out to everyone that did hit the follow button, that joined the Sneaky Army for free with the free subscription. Anyone who has been donating and obviously joining the main Sneaky Army, I want to say thank you to all of you guys as well. You guys are amazing. Without you guys and the sponsorships, we wouldn't be able to do this, you know, as a full-time career, which we are currently doing still at the moment. So, with all that, I will hopefully, guys, catch you in the next stream. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. We'll soon see if there's anything going down. If not, I will be recording more stuff, so don't worry. But until then, I will catch you guys later. So, share the channel, share everything out to everyone in the alliance. Get us known, and then I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, boys.